Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, this is Tanya's TLC Beauty and welcome. Thought I would do a little bit of a first impression wearing all or practically all brand new makeup, kind of a first impression, and this is the look that I have come up with. Everything is new with what I am wearing, all aside from my Ulta Beauty eyebrow pencil. So this is the only thing that I am wearing today currently that is new. This is the only brow pencil that I currently have. So until I can get my hands on something else, this is my Ride or Die eyebrow pencil, but everything else in this video is currently a first impression. I've never worn anything else on my face aside from this on every other look, but this is just going to be a first impression. So everything that I will be going over, it's just completely the first time I have ever used it. I will be going over every product thoroughly, letting you guys know how it applied, what my first impression was on it, and how it wore throughout the day. So without further ado, let's just jump right into it. So like I said, and of course if you guys are new to my channel, again, this is Tanya's TLC Beauty. Welcome, and as always, comment in the section below with anything that you guys have. Give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. So my Ride or Die eyebrow pencil is the Ulta Beauty Ultra Slim Brow Pencil, and I'm wearing soft brown. I really do like it because it is retractable and it has a spoolie on the other end. So it's just something that I love. I do want to try out some other brow pencils because it's just, you know, this one I've been wearing nonstop. So if you guys have any suggestions on ones that you guys have been wearing that you think may be comparable to this, please let me know and I would be more than happy to try it out. I am open to all suggestions, whether it is high-end or drugstore. I do tend to go more towards the drugstore just because it is a lot more reasonable and affordable for a lot more people out there. So let me know what you guys like, and I would like to kind of branch out more and see what is out there for people to try. Secondly, I went in with a different primer. Everybody knows that I usually use the Pore Professional or the Urban Decay Optical Illusion. I've been using that and I really do like it. So today I went in with the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer, and it is kind of nice. It does come in a pump, which I really do like. It's kind of a plastic bottle, but everything in this look today you can get from the drugstore, whether it is Ulta or CVS or Walmart. All these products you can get from the drugstore, and I would say they're all pretty much under $15. So it is a pretty reasonable look and affordable. The primer, it does come out and it is a white lotion kind of. It doesn't, and I always smell everything. It smells a little funky, but it does blend out very, very smooth. And I do like the way that it blended on my face. It wasn't really like a tacky primer, like the other two primers that I use, being the Professional or the Optical Illusion. And I did let it sit for a few minutes just to kind of dry down and see how it would set. But even just kind of rubbing my hands together, it feels almost like a moisturizing primer, if that makes any sense whatsoever. But it did really, it felt really good on my face. So I let that set for a little bit and I went in and I set my eyes with the new Ulta Beauty Tinted Eye Primer in Satin Blush, and this is what that looks like. I did get this in a recent shopping haul with a gift set that I had gotten, and I said, you know, I haven't had much success with some other eye primers and I wasn't sure with this one. I'm still on the fence with it because it is a tinted eye primer and it is satin blush. So when you put it on your hand, this is what it looks like, and when you rub it out, I was even a little bit more concerned. because that is what it looks like. So I had already kind of picked out my eyeshadow, and I was wanting to do kind of a cream eyeshadow because I hadn't really played with some of these eyeshadows prior. And I thought, okay, well, this might work, being that I'm going to work with some cream eyeshadows. So I thought, well, I'll go ahead and give it a try. So I don't know if the eyeshadow didn't sit because of the primer, and you know, even on my finger it's leaving, you know, the satiny, which it is a satin primer, but it's leaving that almost like a highlighter film on my hand. But I don't know if the eyeshadow didn't sit right because of the primer, or if it was just the eyeshadow, which I'll get into here in a little bit. So I have to play with the primer a little bit more and the eyeshadow using, you know, I'll play with the primer more using a different eyeshadow, and I'll play with the eyeshadow using a different primer to see the different base and the different eyeshadow, if that's going to make a difference with what I'm going to use as the base and also as the eyeshadow. But I don't know. So I'm on the fence with that. But you guys know I always keep it real and I give 100% honesty on my channel. So as always, I do set all of my eyeshadows. I have, right now I'm just using the Ulta Bone eyeshadow, and it's just a nice transparent almost eyeshadow. So I did go in and set my eyeshadow with that, and it still had that same almost iridescent color on my eyelids. So it didn't really do anything, but okay, we'll go ahead and we'll keep going with, you know, first impressions. So I had found 2 smudge pots from e.l.f. and they're just these cute little pots. One of them is in Brownie Points and the other one is in Ain't That Sweet. And I absolutely love these colors. Brownie Points just looks like that. It's a nice chocolate color, and that's Brownie Points. And then Ain't That Sweet, it's like a nice little baby pink and looks almost iridescent. And that's Ain't That Sweet. And they swatch beautiful on the hand. There's the swatches. There's the Brownie Points and there's Ain't That Sweet. It is kind of hard to see sometimes the Ain't That Sweet because it is so light. So I was going to go in for more of a haloed look. And once I got it on my eye, it wasn't blending right. So that's why I said I don't know if it is the eye primer or if it is the actual eyeshadow because of it being a cream consistency. So the Brownie Points is it is so beautiful. It is a beautiful, rich chocolate eyeshadow. It's stunning. So I blended it out and I started getting creasing with the shadow. So that's why I'm saying I don't know if it's the shadow or if it is the actual primer, but I'm gonna go ahead and give it more of a shot. And when it started doing that, I went in with some Antique Copper Shimmer eyeshadow and just kind of packed it on, and it did give it more of a shimmer to it, but as you can see, it is creased there. So I'm gonna play around with it yet a little bit more, kind of try and do some different techniques with it, see if that will help out Amy. But I'm not giving up hope with those shadows or with the primer. I'm still testing it and see if it will work. So with that being said, next product I tried out was the new CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir, and I am in shade 720 Creamy Natural. This applied beautifully. It did not oxidize. It claims it is a lightweight, full coverage makeup. It hydrates and includes a complex of SPF 20 vitamins and an antioxidant, and is oil free. I don't know if I would say that it is full coverage. You can see it does come in a pump, which I love. Thank you, CoverGirl. It's not too liquidy. I do have just one. I just did one application of it, and you can see I do still have my freckle there and a little bit of a blemish, but it does blend very, very smooth. It doesn't oxidize that well or that much, so it did blend out very easily. It is buildable. I like it as a foundation for summer. It blended out very, very easily. So my first impression of it was I really did like it. It's a very breathable foundation, and I didn't have any problems whatsoever building it. All of my other products went on top of it very easily, and I didn't see anything wrong with wearing it. It was very comfortable. It wasn't too hot of a day today, so it breathed very easily, and I felt very comfortable today having a full face of makeup on with it. So with that being said, my first impression of it is I really do like that. Another new product that I tried out today was the Physicians Formula Argan Wear Light Bronzer, and it just looks like this. It is a beautiful bronzer color, and it did have a lot of gold flecks on it, and at first I was like, I don't know if I really want to be having a lot of gold on my face. So I took my brush in there and I just brushed off the top of it, and it got rid of that gold fleck. So I was really happy with that, and it gave me a nice kind of bronzed look on my cheeks and on my forehead, and that was what I was really wanting to go for. So this, this Physicians Formula bronzer I'm very happily pleased with, and my first impression of it is I really love it. So I'm really looking forward to wearing this a lot more often, and I recommend this as of right now with a first impression. Now, a blush that I went into, and this could be my fault, I picked up a flower blush, and it's called Winsome Rouge Some, which I love that name, and Flower Beauty can only be picked up at Walmart, but I didn't realize that it was a cream blush, sorry. I'm not fond of cream blushes because they can be harder to work with, but it did build up easily, and I like the color. So with that being said, it's not a bad color. I do like the way that it comes. It came with a little brush, but I'm not fond of that. But I do love it. It is a really pretty pink color. The color of it is beautiful. It can be an all-around yearly blush, and my first impression of it was, aside from it being a cream, I did like it. So will I wear it again? Most probably I will. Is it my favorite blush? No, it's not, just because of it being a cream blush, but I will wear it again. So I'm happy with the blush overall. Now, my next first impression was the Rimmel Stay Matte Long Lasting Pressed Powder, and YouTube has been going nuts about this just as a pressed powder. So I had gotten my hands on this, and I just used it to set my face, and I really do like this. Usually I'll go in with my Urban Decay or a Physicians Formula, and this is really nice, and it's a nice affordable product from the drugstore. So if you can get your hands on this, and it is translucent. And something else that I also heard of as a hack is if you have longer nails or acrylic nails, you can also go in and kind of scrape it up, and you can use it to bake. So my first impression of this is I really do like this. The only thing I don't like is the lid, is it just kind of pops on. So that's not, the most efficient thing with it being a makeup product, but I really do like it, and I'll probably be using it in the future. Another face product I used was the Makeup Revolution Shimmer Brick Radiant, and this has 5 different highlighters. I was gonna go through it and just kind of blend all of them together, but I pretty much just went in with the top 1 or 2, and I just highlighted my cheekbones and a little bit on my nose and my Cupid's bow, and I really like this. Now, Makeup Revolution can be found at Ulta or on Ulta.com, but this is beautiful, and it's, you can go with the darker, you can even use some of these for eyeshadow shades. So my first impression is I really like it. The only fallback with this is it does have a lot of kick up. So do go in with a light hand and make sure you dust off the excess, and be careful with any clothing that you have on because it can easily fall back on your clothes. But I really do like this highlight palette, and it's something I will be reaching for in the future for sure. I did try also my new Argan Wear eyeliner that I picked up in an earlier haul. I'm wearing that in my waterline. very easy to apply, creamy, smooth application, not much more to say about it, and it is lasting in my waterline, which I am loving. So first impression of it, I like it, and it is something that I will be reaching for along up there with my Revlon Color Stay. So that says a lot with it being the Revlon Color Stay. So I will be reaching for that in the near future as well. Another thing that I tried is the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise. Now y'all know that I have some very sparse eyelashes. I did 2 coats of this, and even just 1 coat with one eye, I was shook. Y'all, if you don't have this in your ride or die mascaras, you guys got to go pick this up, because this will pump up your lashes, and it's crazy. I am completely in awe by how much this pumped up my lashes. So I got 2 coats on right now, and it is insane how much my lashes have volume. So it is just amazing. The wand on it is stunning. It is so easy to build up those lashes. So this may be my everyday mascara now. So I will be wearing that for sure. I have worn this maybe once, and it's the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer, and I am in shade Light, but I did kind of want to do it as like a first impression because I haven't really tested it all that much. So as a first impression, I really do like how it's kind of concealing up the dark circles, and I didn't really test it on a blemish, but I guess sometime throughout the middle of the night I must have been scratching at my nose and something happened here, and it really covered up that spot. So I do have to say that I really do like this as a first impression. So this is a really good concealer given that. I still have to try it a few more times, but I do like this being a drugstore concealer. Is it comparable to the Tarte Shape Tape? I don't know for like high coverage, but it is covering my dark circles, and it did cover that one spot. I don't know what I did in the middle of the night. Who the heck knows? Another first impression is a NYX Duo or NYX Ombré Lip Duo, and it's what I'm wearing now. It comes with a lip liner and a lipstick, and so creamy, so easy to use, blendable. I outlined my lips with the lip liner, and then I went in the corners with the lip liner and just filled in my lips, and then used the lipstick on top of the rest of it. So I'm still playing a little bit with the ombre, but I am very pleased with the color, the pigmentation, everything. Am I going to reach for it again? 100%. I absolutely love it. It feels like I don't have anything on my lips whatsoever. And something else I tried with the lips is the Ulta Lip Primer. It's supposed to help any lipstick stay on your lips longer and make the lipstick last longer. So not only that, but when I was doing my mascara and my eyeliner and getting the eyeshadow to smoke out underneath, I went in and put this on before that, and it really hydrates your lips. So that was something kind of as a nice added extra bonus as well. So if you're wondering about it, I have tried this a couple times, but this was really like kind of a first impression that I really did with it. It makes them feel really moist, and I like it. I haven't tried it with just like a regular lipstick yet, but I haven't noticed that much of a difference. I've had the lipstick on now for maybe 4 hours, and it has stayed pretty solid. So I would say try it. I'm very pleased with it. I haven't had any problems. I give it a thumbs up. Another product I did try, and I did have this in a hits and miss videos because it is called the Bronze and Glow palette. It's by Beauty Treats, but it is kind of deceiving because these 3 colors here have shimmer in it. If I turn it that way, you can see because of my lighting, where this one is matte and then this is a highlight. But what I did today, because I was testing it out and playing with it a little bit more, I smoked out the bottom of my eyes with it, and then I also did a little bit on top of the lid just to see if it would help kind of pack in that gel or not the gel, but the eyeshadow just a little bit more. And it did help it, but like I said, I got to play with that eyeshadow a little bit more because it is a cream eyeshadow, and it could be because of the eye primer. But it helped where it wasn't, you know, breaking up so bad, and it didn't look that bad. But I smoked out my underline a little bit with it, and I really like the way it turned out. It doesn't have that much shimmer once you get under it a little bit, so I'm liking it for almost like eyeshadow looks instead of using it as a bronze. So is it considered a bronze? I don't know, but I will use it more for eyeshadow looks than anything else. And you know, I'm keeping it more with my eyeshadow than with my face powders and my face palettes. And then I just went in and set everything with my Makeup Revolution Pro Fix Illuminating Fixing Spray. So overall, this was the look I came up with, and everything is with drugstore makeup. If you like the way that this look came out and me using almost all new makeup products that I have not used before, just testing them out, or just even trying one product at a time through a video and letting you guys know how that works, let me know in the comment section below, because I do have so much makeup that I have not even played with. It is crazy how much I have. I have palettes I haven't even dabbled into. So let me know in the comment section if there's a certain product, a makeup palette that you are curious about. I have so much more drugstore than I really do high-end, and I can do a look with it and let you guys know my overall review and my thoughts on how that product applies. So again, give the product, or give my video a thumbs up if you like this. Comment in the section below, and don't forget, subscribe to my channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. I love each and every one of you, and until next time, have a good one.